Sky blue shirts, white shorts and sky blue socks is Forest's third kit this season. They're wearing it today for the first time with Southampton in those red and white striped shirts. Forest with two changes. Nikola Milenkovic and Elliot Anderson getting full debuts, and they come in for Danilo, of course, who's injured, and for Willy Bolly, who drops to the bench. Matt Sells in goal, back four, Nico Williams, Nikola Milenkovic, Murillo and Ola Aina, Ibrahim Sangare and Elliot Anderson in midfield, then Anthony Elanga, Morgan Gibbs-White and Callum Hudson-Odoi behind Chris Wood up front. And this is Nico Williams well forward, near the byline, tucks it back for Hudson-Odoi again near the corner of the box, gives it back to Williams, who's in behind them, and from a close angle, tight angle, out comes Alex McCarthy to block at the near post. Forest head coach Nuno at the edge of his technical area, holding out his arms in question mark style really to Nico Williams. Why not pull it back across the edge of the 6-yard box? That'll be his question. Aina on the edge of the Forest box, and he gives it to Hudson-Odoi, running from deep, gives it back to Ola Aina down the left-hand side. Aina is away. He's got away from Bednarek down the left side. Two in the penalty area for him to square it back to. He's gone far post for a header from Chris Wood, which is straight at the goalkeeper. It's a little bit floated perhaps from Ola Aina, and Wood had to try and generate a lot of pace and power in the header himself. And in the end, it was fairly comfortable.
Brilliant
for
break.
McCarthy.
Brilliant break there from Ola Aina. Him and Hudson-Odoi combined.
Sort of cream colour.
Oops,
and then it's sent back beyond McCarthy by Taylor Harwood-Bellis, but wide of the goal. McCarthy outside his penalty area, and Taylor Harwood-Bellis scooped a back pass towards him, but cleared, but only as far as Milenkovic. Now here's Sangare, neat turn, tries one from distance, which just goes onto the roof of the net via a touch, I think, from maybe Flynn Downs. A little deflection. I wondered if it might have been the goalkeeper, but the referee seems to be pointing at Flynn Downs, who was maybe closing down Sangare. It's Hudson-Odoi jinking into the penalty area near the corner of it, back heel to Chris Wood. Wood with the cross on the left-hand side, teed up towards Gibbs-White, wouldn't sit for him, and as he tries to volley, it's off the outside of his boot and goes over the crossbar.
In a second.
And Elanga, near post corner, comes out for Nico Williams to volley. Now it might come for Chris Wood, back post, volleys it across the face of goal, and how's that not gone in? There are three at the back post. Milenkovic, Sangare, Anderson, all trying to get back on the end of it as Wood hammered it across the face of goal, and it ricochets between them and behind for a goal kick. He's down and Southampton are playing on. Kyle Walker-Peters left-hand side into the penalty area, drifting away from a couple of challenges and works a shooting opportunity, which in the end is straight at goalkeeper Matt Sells. And he's told to keep hold of it while the referee now goes across to see how Ola Aina is. Half 0-0. Aina hurls it in towards the near post. Sangare wins the header, comes out for Anderson, who misses his control, but he stabbed it back now for Williams to shoot. Just wide. Williams a couple of yards outside the D, as Anderson at first tried to bring it down on his chest, and it sort of spun off his chest away from goal, so he had a poor header from Harwood-Bellis. Hudson-Odoi drifts a lovely ball back edge of the penalty area. Wood chests it down and shoots, and it's blocked. Another corner. Great ball from Hudson-Odoi. Just pulled away from his man Chris Wood, chested it down, sent it towards goal from an angle, but the bodies were in the way again. Elanga to take the corner. 24 second half minutes played. It's into the mixer. It's headed out again to Nico Williams, who drives. That's blocked. And it'll fall kindly for Aribo, but it's well won by Williams. Hudson-Odoi up to the back post for Gibbs-White to head it down.
Yes!
Come back to him, and he stabs it in. Morgan Gibbs-White scores, and Forest break the deadlock. Just approaching 70 minutes at St Mary's. Lovely little dinked cross back post for Morgan Gibbs-White to head down. And as it was blocked, as it has been so many times by the Southampton defence, it came back to Gibbs-White. And he stabs it in from close range. Second time of asking, but Gibbs-White opens his account for the season, stands with his fingers in his ears in front of the Forest fans, away on the far side. And Forest are in front at St Mary's by a goal to nil.
Yeah, I mean, the ball was ricocheting around. I think eventually Hudson-Odoi got on the ball, clipped to the back stick, and A great header down actually from Gibbs-White in the first place. Down
for Anthony Elanga. I don't know if Yates meant that. If he did, it was superb. Here's Elanga down the right-hand side. He's running at them. He's running against Stevens. He's got past him. He's into the penalty area. Drives it from an angle, and McCarthy saves. Chris Wood wanted it on the edge of the 6-yard box. They lead by 3-0. Lovely turn here by Gibbs-White, and he feeds it into Hudson-Odoi, left wing, into the penalty area he goes. Checks onto his right foot, curls it. McCarthy dives away to his left and saves. Forest would love a second goal. Good turn by Morgan Gibbs-White into the middle of the Southampton half, and he's tried a shot from a long way out, which Alex McCarthy had to get down and save by his right-hand post. He did, and lays it off, and it's behind Fernandez. But Taylor keeps it going, and here's Brereton Diaz, left-hand side, crossing. Too close to Sells again. Sells catches their way home, and that is it. As Matt Sells takes the goal kick, the referee, Sam Barrett, blows his whistle, and Forest have won. And Forest make it 4 points out of 6 at the start of the season, following up their home draw with Bournemouth with an away win on the South Coast, just as they did 2 seasons ago. They've come to St Mary's and won here by 1-0. The goal scored for them today by Morgan Gibbs-White with 20 minutes remaining.